Hello crafters, this is week 3 of the collaboration between myself and Maymay, and it's been to beauty. And this week I will be transforming some paper, some book paper, into this. This week is going to be slightly different because it's going to be done into two separate kind of preparations. I'm going to prepare the paper with you now, and then we will cut off and we'll go downstairs and I'll be using the computer. So we'll be making one of this. This is a Reba box frame, which I had already. It's a Reba box frame from IKEA, but I change the insert out every season, and this is what I have in there for the summer season, because obviously I do a nautical theme, and that's a starfish. So what I'm going to do with the paper, if I can get my ink pad out, I'm going to use the old paper distress ink. I'm going to then adhere that to a piece of cardstock. So you'll need a piece of cardstock and some book paper. Now I'm just going to, you could crinkle this up if you wanted to, but bear in mind this is going through a printer. We're going to be printing on this paper, so bear that in mind. You know, depending on what printer you have, the crinkled paper might not work. So I am just going to distress all these pages, and for this A4 piece of cardstock, I'm going to need 4 pieces of this book paper. I've had to reorder the blue paint because it never arrived. So I'm hoping it gets here before next week so I can do the hot dog vase for you. If not, I'll have to do something else next week and then just record the hot dog vase for you anyway. I'm filming this and it's quite early in the morning because it's quite a damp, dark and dismal day, so I want to get this done before the damp weather causes a flare. And those of you out there with fibromyalgia know exactly what I mean. These, if anyone's interested in these ink blending tools, they're from Mike at TubeloDesigns.com. He makes them himself and they are absolutely brilliant. I highly recommend them. That's Mike Klindworth at TubeloDesigns.com. Right, I've got my pages, and I'm going to adhere them onto this, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to use double-sided tape. I'm going to stick. Now the colour of your cardstock doesn't matter. I mean, you could even use some thick printing paper, but as I want this to last, I'm going to use a thicker cardstock rather than paper. Take the backing off. And then I'm going to adhere this paper to the cardstock. Now the parts that overlap you will need to glue down. So anything that overlaps you'll need to glue down. And then you just simply cut off the excess. And you end up with that. Now you can go back if you wish and maybe darken the edges depending on what size picture frame you're going to be using. I'm not going to use the last kind of 2 inches, so it doesn't really make any difference. Okay, so that's all the preparation done on this side. Now we'll go downstairs, so I will see you again in a moment. Okay guys, as you can see, the finished paper cardstock that we done upstairs is now in the printer. I'm now going to move you down to the desk. Make sure you get in. Right, the computer I'm using is Windows. I don't know what operating system this is. It's not Windows 8. I think it's Windows Vista. I think it is. Just want to make sure that I get it all in for you. Then you get a decent view. I apologise if the wobbly makes you sick. Right, on Google search I just typed in free printable. Hang on, I'll move you over. I typed in free printable starfish image, and this is the starfish image I chose for the first one I showed you. Now I'm going to do a different image on this one, so I'm going to take out the starfish and I'm going to put in shell. And then, as you can see, a whole load of shell images show up. I quite like that one. And I like that one too. So I'm going to go for this one. Now on this one I'm going to go right click and you get a whole heap of options that show up, and I'm going to go save image. So I'm going to save that image into my file. I then go to those files. Let me put you down, see if that in front of me, see if that makes things better for you. Sorry that it's crooked. Okay. So I'm going to copy. So copy, and then I'm going to open up a Microsoft Office Word 2007 document. Come on, my tripod's going funny. I do apologise, ladies and gents. And then I'm simply going to paste. There we go. I haven't changed the size or anything, that's the size that it shows up as. And then I'm simply going to go to File and Print, and it will press OK. It will then print on the upcycled book paper that we adhered to the cardstock. So that will be printing out momentarily. There we go. You can probably hear it in the background. And there we have it, the shell printed on the book paper. It's really as simple as that. I will put links down in the description box to both the shell and the starfish search, and I hope you give this a go. It's a really good idea of using some, some upcycling, and you can put it in a frame so it's that way, or you can have it portrait. The limits are endless. I will show some pictures at the end of the video where I've used this, as well as the starfish. Thank you for watching. I hope you try it. I hope that was useful. I've never done one of these videos where I'm using the computer and things, so I apologise about the wobbly aspects of it, but thank you for watching, and I will see you again next week. Take care now.